Picture this. You finally have her. The girl you couldn't stop thinking about. You did everything right, you listened, you cared, you showed up. For a while, she seemed all in. The messages were constant. The laughter was real. But then something shifted. The replies slowed. Her eyes drifted somewhere else when you spoke. And you start asking yourself that silent, haunting question. What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong, brother. You did something human. You started to need her. And in that moment, something in her wiring shut off. Because every woman is biologically drawn to one thing, a man who doesn't need her. That's not romance. That's evolution. For thousands of years, women survived by aligning themselves with the strongest, most capable men. Not the most emotional. Not the most available. The most certain. It's written into their DNA, a biological imperative. Their brains are hardwired to detect dominance, control, self-sufficiency. A man who doesn't seek validation radiates emotional security. His body language, his tone, his silence, it all says, I am enough, with or without you. When you begin to chase her affection, your brain releases dopamine every time she gives you attention. You become addicted, not to her, but to the chemical high of being noticed. She feels it. Instinctively. She reads your nervous system like a radar. And just like that, attraction flips to pity. Respect dissolves. It's not cruelty. It's biology doing what biology does, filtering weakness from potential leadership. So why does this happen? Because your energy changes. When you don't need her, your focus expands. You move with purpose. You operate from abundance. But when you start needing her, your energy contracts. You orbit around her emotions. You text first, overthink her silence, chase reassurance. Psychologically, this triggers what's called the scarcity response. In human attraction, scarcity equals value. Abundance equals predictability. And the brain, both male and female, is wired to crave the unpredictable. Imagine a man holding water in his palm. The harder he squeezes, the faster it slips away. That's what neediness does to love. It suffocates it. Here's how you know it's happening. You text her good morning every day, and she takes hours to reply. You plan every date, and she forgets to confirm. You open up about your feelings, and she says, I just need space. You over-explain yourself, hoping she'll understand your heart. But all she feels is pressure. This is the cruel paradox of emotional exchange. The more you reveal your dependence, the more invisible you become. Case study 1. Ethan. He met a girl at work. They clicked instantly. The moment she smiled, his world revolved around her. He became predictable, always available. 2 months later, she told him he was too nice. What she meant was too certain of her, and not certain of himself. Case study 2. Marco. He lost his girlfriend after finally confessing his love. Not because she wanted less honesty, but because the confession changed the polarity. It told her she'd already won the battle. Now here's where it gets deeper and darker. You've been trained to behave this way. Society tells men to open up, be soft, express feelings. But the same culture rewards women for chasing mystery. It's not a coincidence. The system benefits from emasculated men. Men constantly seeking approval, attention, and validation. Because a distracted man is a consumer. An unfocused man is controllable. If you don't know your worth, they'll sell it back to you. In the form of likes, messages, and fleeting female interest. It's not that women planned this. It's that modern culture turned the emotional economy into a market. And attention is the new currency. Every man reaches this breaking point. You wake up one morning and realize you've built your entire self-worth around how she feels about you today. If she's distant, you're anxious. If she's kind, you're alive again. Your dopamine cycles depend on her messages. Your masculine drive is replaced by emotional survival. This is the collapse. The silent death of masculine independence. The moment your value shifts from internal power to external permission. And when that happens, she feels it instantly. Because a woman doesn't love you for your devotion. She loves you for the gravity you create when you don't need devotion in return. Here's the truth most men can't accept. She never fell in love with you. She fell in love with how she felt in your presence when you didn't need her. When your focus was on your mission, not her mood. When your silence was confident, not uncertain. When your energy said, "I'm here because I choose to be, not because I can't live without you." Love dies when it feels too safe. Because safety, to desire, feels like death. The paradox is cruel, but real. She will love you most the moment you could walk away without looking back. So what do you do now, brother? You rebuild. You stop trying to earn love and start radiating it from your core. You stop chasing and start choosing. You stop reacting and start observing. Here's your framework. Detach from outcome. Want her, but don't need her. Your control begins where your need ends. Recenter your dopamine. Replace the chemical rush of her attention with purpose, gym, creation, solitude. You're not withdrawing, you're rewiring. Cultivate quiet dominance. Speak less. Move slower. Let your calm presence do the work. A man who doesn't rush is a man who owns time itself. Reclaim your solitude. Solitude is not loneliness, it's power that doesn't beg for company. When you master this, something changes. The women who once pulled away start chasing again. But now, you're different. You don't chase back because you finally understand the truth. She'll love you again. But only when you've learned to love your own silence more than her attention.